Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm so excited to be back to be talking about the Champions League because obviously we had the first leg of the round of 16 conclude. So of course there's much to discuss. I've made individual videos for both of the days, but I thought I'll make one of the top 5 things that I think we have learned watching this first leg, this first week of the Champions League. I am so excited for the second leg. I think we're gonna have some incredible matches, especially after watching the first leg. So I'm so excited. But I thought for this video we can just talk a little bit about just like in general what we saw and just some notes, some takeaways I guess we can take from this week. So let's get right into it. Number one, Tottenham. I'm worried about Tottenham. I think Tottenham is a great team, and I think that obviously we've seen the struggles they've been going through in the Premier League, and that's kind of being, we're seeing that in the Champions League as well. They faced Atletico Madrid. Of course, it's an incredible team, and I predicted that Atletico Madrid was going to win this match, and I think they're going to win the second leg and go to the next round. But of course, when you have teams like Tottenham and Atletico Madrid in the Champions League, you don't expect this big of a gap in terms of goals. Of course, 5-2 final results. So I think that Tottenham has obviously a lot of catching up to do. Hopefully, they can kind of get close, but considering Atletico Madrid and knowing how the team is, I think Atletico Madrid is going to win this one. But I think that I hope Tottenham, is able to resolve the issues and just everything that's going on, because we're not only seeing this in the Champions League, but also in the Premier League, where they're really, really struggling. And of course, this has been such a big topic of conversation in football. So hopefully they can manage to find a path, find a way forward, moving, into the next season maybe. But yeah, let me know what you think about that. In the second point I want to make for our top 5 for this video is, of course, we have to talk about Real Madrid, and more specifically Federico Valverde, who's truly surprised in the match against Man City. I think that a lot of people said that Man City was going to win this match and is a favorite considering the injuries that Real Madrid currently has. But I think Valverde said, we have injuries, it's okay, I got this, step aside, I'm going to score a hat trick. And it was incredible. I think he played so well in this match, obviously with the goals, but also the way he defended and the way he was just working that midfield and was pretty much everywhere. He's one of those players, like I said before, that you would want to have on your team because he supports all the other players. He gets there and he's not afraid to score. He's not afraid to score from a distance and do all these things. And the energy he had yesterday and everything was just incredible. And it was a match that he should be really proud of. So I think Man City has a lot of work to do. Of course, 3-0 is still a result that they can kind of catch up to, but they really need to work really hard. Obviously, they need to ensure that they score very early on to make sure that Real Madrid doesn't have a chance to extend the lead in the first half of the second leg of that match. So it's definitely going to be very interesting, but I'm excited to watch because you never know what happens in the Premier League, in the Champions League, in the Champions League. Okay, let's keep going. Next, we have Bodo Glimt, who we have talked about so much this Champions League and have considered to be the surprise of the season. And I think that after that first leg against Sporting, they are continuing that fairy tale, as we've all called it, 3-0 final result. And I think that with this lead, they're definitely in a great position going to the second leg. And I'm excited to see what they're going to bring. I think they're going to advance. For my UCL bracket, I did predict Sporting, the match between Sporting and Bodo Glimt to go in favor of Bodo Glimt, and I'm excited to see how it's going to go, and hopefully they continue on to the next round, even though Sporting is such a great team. And I'm excited. I think stories like this in the Champions League are always so exciting to see. So yeah, that was my third takeaway. Fourth, we have Bayern Munich to the finals. I think Bayern Munich is going to go to the Champions League finals because I think they have shown incredible performance this season. They always show that, but especially this season. 6-1 against Atalanta in the first leg, which is huge. And I think that pretty much we can kind of assume that they're going to go to the next round. Of course, we have that second leg, but it's a big result. And the way that Bayern Munich has been playing this entire season, not only in the Champions League, but also in the Bundesliga, I think if whoever they're going to face in the next round is going to be crazy. And I think that they will most likely go to the next round. So whoever wins between Real Madrid and Man City will face Bayern Munich, and I would be excited to see whoever gets to face Bayern Munich because I think they are incredible, and I very much see them as finalists. And I would like to see them in the finals because I think they would have such an incredible performance, and whoever they would face obviously would be an amazing team. So I feel like it would be one of those finals that we're just so excited to see everything that happens. And lastly, we're going to be talking about the last minute penalties. We had 2 last minute penalties that led to the first leg being equalized. To have an equal first leg obviously makes that second leg that much more exciting because no team gets to fall on those goals from the first match. It's very much like a final, you know, you gotta give it your all, or, you know, I like those matches. And we had two of those. We had with Newcastle and FC Barcelona. Newcastle scored, FC Barcelona equalizes. And then we had the match with Arsenal. Arsenal did the same thing. So I'm excited to see Arsenal and Bayer Leverkusen. So I'm excited to see these matches going to the second leg. Everything's equal. Everything is, you know, we'll see what happens. It's going to be very exciting. And I think matches like this really make you feel like you're watching like a final. So very excited for that. Let me know your takeaways from this Champions League, this week 1 of the first leg of the round of 16. And I'll be back with another video very soon. Bye.